Hello everyone and welcome back to American Pop Post. And today I'm going to talk about the Derick Chavin conviction and the implication that has, and the definition of a show trial. First, please remember that like button and subscribe as I'm really close to staying 10 subscribers. I would greatly appreciate it. So getting into what happened yesterday, Derick Chavin trial verdict is guilty on all 3 counts. Here's why the prosecution won. Well, because the media and everyone was on their side, but we'll get into that for today. Doubt is at the heart of every mind. Criminal defense. Beyond a reasonable doubt, did Derick Chavin cause the death of George Floyd? And if so, what was the degree of his intent? Eric Nelson, a defense attorney for the former Minneapolis Police Department, hammered this question home to the jury in closing arguments Monday. While the jurors may have thought the prosecution's evidence was overwhelming, that wasn't enough. It had to be convincing, beyond a reasonable doubt. On every count, Chauvin faced unintentional murder in the 2nd degree, 3rd-degree murder showing a depraved mind and culpable neglect, manslaughter. And, yeah, that was completely uncalled for. Even if you believe Derick Chavin did go too far, George Floyd had a lethal amount of fentanyl in the system, as we all know. It was claiming he couldn't breathe way before he even got on the ground and died of cardiac arrest. And yeah, that nobody in the media talked about that and told the truth about that because they wanted to push their narrative to keep the peaceful protest and the Summer of Love going. Remember that? And why they wanted to keep pushing that. So going on to the definition of a show trial, which is what this was. A judicial trial held in the public with the intention of influencing or satisfying public opinion rather than ensuring justice. Yeah, we can definitely saw that because all of the jury was from Hennepin County, Minnesota. Definitely a nonpartisan jury, am I right? Yeah, maybe the jury was convinced because they heard Maxine Waters calling for violence and telling everyone to riot and encouraging the rioters to burn and loot to make sure they got him convicted, which is interfering with the court, the so-called right to a free and fair trial, which doesn't exist anymore, as this sham trial showed us yesterday. But, yeah, I feel bad for Chauvin. Wouldn't want to be him in prison now. Especially after seeing what they did to the people on January 6th and the prison abuses that they have reported to them by black prison guards, and look into that. But going into this George Floyd thing and why it's just stupid. It's not about race. Because another case, Scott Tipton, a white guy, was kneeled on for 9 minutes, and he was probably mentally on drugs. And the Dallas police let all those officers off the hook for excessive force. And once again, if George Floyd was white, this wouldn't even been a news story. But once again, he was black, and the perpetrator was white, so it fit the media's narrative well. And they could push this narrative, BLM and riots. And now all jury will be essentially mob rule from now on. And yeah, because now they can get away with it openly and riot to get the conviction they want. And if that doesn't work, their people in Congress will encourage them. And the president will pray that the right conviction is delivered that he wants. Yeah, so much for a free and fair trial. But anyway, if you enjoyed that video, please hit that like button, subscribe. I'm American Pop Post.